Hello, YouTube, and I would like to say that I am sorry for not uploading in the past 3 days. But it's all cool. Don't worry, nothing's happened. Just yesterday, I went to my high school for a football game, and it was pretty fun, pretty nostalgic as well. You know, walking around the high school. I got to walk through some of the hallways. And I think today's video, I kind of want to talk about something that I got really nostalgic about, and that's the theater room. Now, sadly, yesterday I was not able to visit the theater room. It was the only hall that was not unlocked. And I've said in past videos how much I enjoyed theater, but I never said like how much and why. Like, I really loved theater. It was the one class that I like refused to give up. It I don't know. Like, when I first started theater, it was just, this is a safe space for me to be my weird self and express my weird interests and not be judged for it. And then in my second year, um, um, me and surprise, surprise, my girlfriend signs into it. So we had the same class together, and us acting together, and like she was an introvert, so it was so like getting her to actually like act or like do scenes was kind of like I had to encourage her, but it was still pretty fun. Um uh um uh uh Who's ever at my door, go. Sorry, there are kids in the house. Anyway, though, but it was fun, and in that second year, now I was comfortable. I was willing to act whatever I was given, or whatever I wanted whenever I was given a choice, and I really enjoyed it, and I found it to be like one of the best classes, because it wasn't just a kick back, have fun, and not learn anything. Like, you did learn. Like, and that's what some people don't understand about theater, is you do learn. For instance, you learn a lot of history in theater as well, and how it influences our culture. You know how in theater, you know, you got music videos, okay? That music is an aspect of theater, because you have background music, you have music to set the mood for a setting in a certain place, yada yada yada, and you know, so we did learn a lot, but it was also a class period where you weren't restricted by any rules. You weren't confined to limitations of a piece of paper and that's it. And it was the most social class that there was. In most classes, you weren't being social, you were doing work. In theater, you were engaging with your classmates, laughing and having a good time following the rules. And there weren't really that many rules. Just don't judge each other and encourage each other. That's all it was. Then in my senior year, which was my third year of theater, um, some of the kids acted bad, and so we didn't get to do a lot. But I worked with the teacher because I was like the only senior in my class, and so I knew about theater. So I was like, okay, here's how we can get some of the kids engaged, because these were my entire class was freshmen. Everybody in there had short attention spans and thought theater was stupid. So I was like, well, here are a couple of theater games, and here are a couple of assignments that I think would be pretty interesting to the kids in theater. And I would work side by side with her, and things like that. And it worked sometimes, sometimes it wouldn't work. And, it kind of disappointed me when I would walk in and I would be all ready to get on the stage, and I'm the only one that wants to get on the stage. Or like she would have us do an assignment of monologues, but no one but me and a few other people would actually do the assignment. And the other people who knew, they knew about theater as well, or they liked it as well. So it was pretty fun for me. Theater is a big part of how I discovered myself. Now, something some people have told me, and I am realizing it, is sometimes I'm all over the place. If you sit down and have a 5 minute conversation with me, I will talk about 10 different topics in that 5 minutes. I don't know why, but that's just the way that I converse, and it's the way that I act sometimes as well. I'll be doing one thing, and then something else will catch my interest, and I'll drop what I'm doing and I'll go do that. But in theater, I didn't really do that. I would select one thing and I'd be like, all right, this is what I'm gonna act as. And I don't know. I guess a really big reason why acting, stepping into a different character's shoes or making my own character and doing all that, the reason why I loved it so much was because as a kid I was, moving around a lot. When I was in Houston, it was a horrible environment. I had barely any friends, and the friends I did have were either killed or they would move away. So I didn't really have anyone to express myself with. So my personality was confined to just me. So when I entered theater, yes, I had friends by then, and they knew my personality. But theater, one of the biggest things that my first theater teacher told us was in theater there's no such thing as a comfort zone. So if there's something that makes you uncomfortable, say it now, because this is your only chance. Because once you start this class, you'll be pushed to your limits, and you will have to do things that you probably aren't very comfortable with. And at first it scared me, but then I grew comfortable with it, and I wound up growing so comfortable with it that now I really don't have a comfort zone. I'm literally willing to do anything, and that shaped me in a lot of ways. It helped me to learn that it helped me to learn that I actually love being social. It helped me to learn that I actually really, really love being able to portray things. Or if I was feeling a certain emotion, like if something made me angry that week, and that week we had an assignment for monologues, I would make up a character who had a similar problem, and then I would act it out. And or if I was really happy about something, or if I was in a really happy mood and we were given an option to act out, or just do 1 minute, do an improv act of just off the top of your head, make up a character and a happy script. So, and I would do that, and I would portray my happy emotions. And theater helped me be able to learn how to express my emotions so openly. Because like I said, back in Houston, no one liked me. So I never expressed my emotions. The only emotions people saw for me was either fear or sadness. So in theater, I was able to openly express my emotions, and the more I got to do that, the 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 more I grew to love it. And I tell people all the time who have anxiety or who have self-esteem issues, go into theater. Because back before I went in theater, I had major self-esteem issues. I had major anxiety showing total strangers, you, you know, what's going on in here. But after my first like couple of months of theater, that was all out the window. Like seriously, like that's how theater changed me. Now, of course, my friends and my girlfriend and all of that, they helped me with it too. And, y'all will learn more about that when I put out my series of videos of me and my friends, which I actually worked on Thursday. That is why I did not upload. I was too busy hanging out with one of my friends, and I was making it is a very long video, and by the time I got home, it was too late to upload. So y'all will see that in the future, and I'm working on doing a couple more of my friends. But back to the main topic. Of course, my friends help me a lot in that aspect as well. But when it comes to a in school setting, theater is what got me to do it. And I would encourage people to join theater all the time, and they loved it. And it didn't matter what we were learning about in theater. I just really, really loved it. It was my biggest hobby. It was the one elective I refused to let go. Like, if I had to sacrifice something to stay in theater, I would sacrifice it. I would be like, okay, then I won't take that class. I'm going to be in theater. So I hope that the next time I go up to the school, I am able to just walk on that stage one more time. You know, if that's all I get is just one last time to get on that stage and just walk around it, go into the changing rooms, look at all the old costumes and the spotlights and everything. Look at the one bathroom we all had to share. Um, uh, um, Use the pulley system that closed and opened the curtains. Look at all the props we made or we had woodshop make for us. Um, uh, um, Looking at the old sound and light board, um, which I've heard that they fixed the sound box over the summer. So that's a big bummer for me because now I don't get to experience the full experience of how we could have used the soundboard. But yeah, though, like I know I'm 18 and it's only been 4 months since I graduated, but it still hits me pretty hard that I'm no longer in theater. Theater was a big part of my high school life, and I remember every teacher's name. Miss Billy, Miss Hill, and Miss Lacombe. And I would like to say to Miss Lacombe, to Miss Billy, and to Miss Hill, if even if this is way in the future, if y'all are ever watching this, thank you so much. You guys do not realize how much you guys teaching me theater and pushing me to act, pushing me to get on that stage, pushing me to do the assignments, pushing me to do all of that. You have no idea the impact that it had on my life. So if y'all are watching this video, if y'all ever come across this channel, um, I would just like to say thank you. Um, Even if you might not remember me, yeah, y'all were probably the most impactful teachers in my life. And I don't know what or who I would be without the theater experiences that y'all gave me. Actually, hang on. I got to keep something. I made sure to ask my teacher, but a couple weeks before school ended. Um, Now this is one that Miss Billy had with us, but Miss Hill was my last theater teacher. She was the senior theater teacher. Well, when my senior year, this year that I graduated, she was the current theater teacher, and I found this on the stage, just lying around. I found like 5 copies of it, and I gave it to her, and I was like, "Here, use this for a future assignment." And I I just dropped it, and I got to keep a copy. I had in my senior and sophomore, not sophomore, junior and senior year, I signed up for one act play. Neither times I got to do it. I did get into this one, but I wound up not being able to go and be a part of it because 3 days before one act play, we were supposed to go. Report cards came out, and if you had any failing grades on your report card, you were not allowed to go. Sadly, I had a 67 in one of my math classes. And because of that 67, I was not able to go. But this is a one act play script. And it's called Louder, I Can't Hear You. It is if you guys ever want me to, I'll read the script one day. But basically, it is a story about a mother who goes around and she's underappreciated. And no one really appreciates anything she does. No one really listens to her. She even goes to her doctor for a checkup in one of the scenes, and even he isn't listening to her. So she starts blabbing about her problems, and again, he isn't listening to her at all. And she winds up taking care of he winds up having a problem, and she takes care of it. She goes home to her family, and in the beginning of the play, she makes breakfast, and everyone's underappreciative of it. They either complain about the food, or the husband is complaining about the sports on the TV and barely pays attention to her, and the kids barely pay attention to her. She comes home and she tells them how underappreciated she feels and all that, and they all go, "You know what, tonight, let's go to the movies, and you get to pick the movie. So you sit down on the couch and relax, and we'll all get ready." And she got happy for a moment. But then, at the end of the play, she's sitting on the couch, and you hear the husband yelling, "Hey, have you seen this? Have you seen that? Yada, yada, yada." You hear the girl complaining about her hair and complaining about her nails. And you hear the boy complaining about he has no pants and all that, and yada, yada, yada. As if the past 5 minutes didn't just happen. And all she says is louder, I can't hear you. because that's how she feels. And it's a very deep and meaningful play. And so I was like, I will sign up for it, and I signed up to be, um, uh, um, I signed up to be the son. And again, sadly, I didn't get to go, but a couple weeks before school ended, when my teacher allowed me to take the script home, I read the script maybe 3 or 4 times, remembering, because I watched the other kids. They like recorded themselves playing and acting out the play, and I got to watch, and I was hearing it in my head and seeing it, and I'm glad I got to keep it, because it is the one thing from theater that I get to keep. So so uh, again, um, that's another aspect of me that you guys get to learn, or you guys get to know about me. Is theater was a huge part of my life, and it changed me for the better. And I know that to some of you it's going to sound like a stupid idea, that getting on a stage and grabbing a script from a Batman movie can help a person out, or it can feel good, or to some of you acting altogether sounds stupid. But to me, it was a very big thing. It wasn't just a hobby. It was another giant aspect of my life. So yeah. Again, if you guys ever want me to read the script to y'all, I will. If you guys would like for me to, make a video of me, doing a couple monologues, I'll do that as well, I guess. Um, but that's what got me nostalgic, and that's what I um, thought about all day today when I was thinking about what video am I gonna make, what am I gonna talk about, and I decided I've been feeling nostalgic for theater, so why not talk about theater? So I think that's enough rambling for now. But yeah, so that's my love for theater and why it impacted me so much and how. Um, Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Those of you who are in contact with me, if you guys would like to message me, um, uh, feel free. I stay up all night. And thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next video.